Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go! 15 line. 15 line. Watch the pass. Go! Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the out. Hey, echo. Go.
On first down, Castle. Open man is Trey Burton. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Rock it. Kill.
From the gun, Castle. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down, Chicago.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check tight. Check. Protein spill. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set up. 90 Wolf. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd down, Travis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Right here. Under team. You draw Corker.
On 2nd down now, Travis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And 2 stop. Why lock it? Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Looking to throw. Castle. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
3 bucks.
2.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
No.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ready up.
Go 58 to the mic. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball.
Now Murphy from the gun on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
8, read.
Watch twins.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Move, General West.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Bears' 37-yard line.
On the set.
Right there in the middle. 55.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
2nd and 5. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here we go. 30 base.
Man, I got you.
Get it.
They'll toss it to Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Check safety, check safety. Slam, slam, slam.
Greystone travel. Snap.
Here's Murphy, looking to throw on second down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gator.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't
Sleep them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
all day, dog.
They will give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Right there. All day, baby.
Down.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
Back to throw. Murphy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Castle. That's complete to Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Allen Robinson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Chopper!
Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Right there, 54 miles. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming for you, son.
Hit it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go now.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Murphy now, throwing again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go. 8, read.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Steve Griffin.
To throw is Murphy. To throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. Check.
Go.
Check. Lucky.
Let's go.
Murphy operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Now it's Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Shoot.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Murphy from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
I'm scared. Tight dog.
22 jet bombers.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murphy. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Break.
Mark 55. On deck, punt.
Hey, wahoo! Check up. Big grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Castle. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Alpha.
52. Let's go one more. No, check that. Let's go.
Back to throw. Castle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
At the 41-yard line.
Go. 50. Plant.
Mike 54. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Castle. He finds Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bears.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Bring it up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Ready,
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
61, matchbox lights. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Fire.
Looking to throw. Murphy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Murphy over the middle to Kittle. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
80 weapon.
This is Breida. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Pilot, 64, weak. You're out.
They run again with Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Down. 15 line it. 15 line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, orbit. Now.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Smooth.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Yeah.
On speed grip.
Here's Murphy, operating from the gun. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, high 7.
Murphy now, throwing on 4th down. And he finds Stills, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murphy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Murphy. Going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murphy from the gun. He'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Rhodes. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got you.
Back to throw. Castle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Slam. Hard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Travis. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Cut.
Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down. Castle. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Got it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. Hey, one set.
Beat them.
Now a give, right side. Rose. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Marquise Blair on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming. Check 24.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Travis. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Castle. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st down, Bears.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
It's our time.
On 1st down, Travis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. We're going to get this. You're all mine.
They'll keep it on the ground. Travis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready.
Spike 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
5.
From the gun, Castle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of... And that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Set 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. So don't say nothing.
They run with Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Griggs able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. Now Murphy operating from the gun. Buying time to it, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check. 59.
Let's go.
Here's Murphy throwing on 4th down. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Travis, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Rhodes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Get it.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should